Once there was a guy named Baby Taro. That's me. Baby Taro's just a little guy, but he asked bitch questions. My dad an insatiable appetite for knowledge. My do. He has got a friend, and his friend's name is Bill. I like Bill. We're gonna visit and talk to Bill's friends. It's gonna be such fun for Baby Taro and you. Once there was a guy named Baby Taro. There still is. And he's got a friend. His friend's name is Bill. You already know this part. We got a podcast called the Baby Taro Happy Apocalypse Podcast. That's a long name, but you don't mind. No, that's okay. That's okay. Where are we, Bill?
We're at the Green Mountain Monastery. Oh, it just wants me to close the door. We're at the Green Mountain Monastery. Wasn't that a fun ride?
It was kind of bumpy and kind of dusty. We did down a dusty road.
We went down. At the end we went down a dirt road, so we're up in the mountains here in Vermont. And it's very quiet and very few cars and very few buildings. It's a really peaceful place.
And nice and quiet, and you didn't ruminate.
We're gonna ruminate. We're gonna chew our cud. No, I don't know.
You're thinking about the cows.
Yeah, I know. No cows here, but they have lots of plants. They have gardens, and they have places to walk, special places to walk. So we're here. Let's go say hi to Sister Gail and Sister Ami.
They had a big bell. Didn't that Baby Taro ding the bell?
What bell?
They had a bell.
Oh, yeah. Maybe they'll let you ring the bell.
That'd be fun.
Hello, hello. Hello, Sister Gail.
Hi, Sister Dale. Oh, my. Hi, my name's Baby Taro.
Baby Taro, nice to meet you.
But then a hug. You hugged the little guy. Thanks for hugging me.
You're a cute boy.
Thanks. Hi, Sister Dale. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. It's a pleasure, baby Carl.
Yeah. Hi, my name's Baby Taro.
My name is Ami.
Hi, Ami. That's a nice name. This is a pretty place. Damn, I love it. I'm gonna live here now.
We'll have to find a room for you in a crib.
Yeah, a little crib for my little baby self. This is Baby Taro and my Happy Apocalypse podcast. Today, I'm gonna meet a new friend, Sister Dale. Tell me your name, Sister Dale. I just said it for you.
Oh, thanks for saying it for me. But my name is Gail, Sister Gail Warcello, and I'm from Green Mountain Monastery.
And that's where we are right now.
That's where we are.
I'm looking at a Green Mountain, only it looked kind of white.
Oh, yes, that's the beautiful mountain, Wheelock Mountain, across the way.
It's so beautiful here.
Isn't it? And you came on a perfect day, baby Carl.
I think there's lots of perfect days here.
Yes, there are many.
Yeah. So tell me what you do here.
Well, baby Carl, we are a community of Catholic sisters, and our mission is earth healing and protection. So we care for the planet, and we do that in many different ways.
So you're sisters, so you're from the same family, you got the same mom and dad?
Well, sort of, but we let's just say
that doesn't sound like a yes or no. You're being evasive, Sister Dale.
Let's just say that that we could call ourselves sisters in the same family of people who take care of Earth, and we also have brothers, like Brother Bill. Brother Bill is one of our brothers, and he takes care of Earth too.
Baby Brother Charles?
And yeah.
Should I take care of the Earth too?
Oh, absolutely.
I love the Earth.
I know you do.
Yeah. So what do you do to take care of the Earth? You just sit out and look and go, ooh, that's so pretty. I love it. Okay, time for dinner.
Oh, well, we do teaching, and we do organic gardening, and we do sustainable forestry, and we invite people to come and get to know Earth. So
Like
many
baby
people-
Taro.
Yeah, like baby Carl. Yeah, remember the walk we just had and
Yeah.
took you around and
It was wonderful.
yeah.
I did a labyrinth.
You did the labyrinth, and yes, we have a meditation yurt, and in the trees, and we showed you the gardens and the greenhouse.
Yeah. What was your happy apocalypse moment? When did you have a moment a long time ago when you were not a baby, maybe, where you said, "Oh, might know what mine gonna do? Mine gonna be a sister."
Well,
Was there a time?
oh, there was a time.
You gonna tell baby Taro?
Yeah, would you like to hear that story?
That's why I'm here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, it happened for me when I was 7 years old, and I was I think I was in first grade, and my class was having a class trip to something you would love. It was an amusement park, and the amusement park had the most famous roller coaster in the world, and it was called the Dragon roller coaster.
Sounds had a scary
yeah.
dragon.
Yeah, it wasn't a scary drag, but
Did
it was
it
kind of
breathe
scary
fire?
because the roller coaster was very high.
You're making a high with
The
your
high hand, see my
Yeah,
hand very
yeah.
high, and then imagine
Over your
it
head.
going down. You're
It's just
sitting
down.
in the little cart,
Yeah, that sounds
and you
scary.
go chick, 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 up high. It
Yeah,
goes
that's
chick,
a good
chick,
sound.
and then it gets to the top,
Yeah.
and then it's whoosh
Woo!
all the way down.
Sister Dale
yeah.
was little and scared me.
Yeah, it was kind of scary because I
Yeah.
was flying out of my seat.
That doesn't
holding
sound
onto
good.
the bar.
You don't want to fall out of the dragon.
So I didn't fall out of the dragon
No.
roller coaster, but I
Yeah.
got to backtrack on the story.
No, okay, sorry.
Okay, yeah. So
Yeah.
we were going to the amusement park
Right.
in which the dragon roller coaster was.
Yes.
But we had to take a boat to get there, a big
Oh.
ferry boat. So
Yeah.
all the kids, there were about 100 kids, and we were all screaming, "We're moving, we're moving," as soon as the boat pulled away from the shore.
Yeah.
And we got on.
That's the idea.
Yeah, that's the idea. And we're moving towards the amusement park, right?
Right.
And my grandmother was with me.
Yeah.
She came on the trip.
Chaperone.
So yeah.
Another French word.
Yeah, another
Good
French.
amigo.
So she came and at a certain point she said, "Let's go downstairs and get some hot chocolate in the boat." There was
Yeah.
a little cafe. So we went downstairs and we were sitting there having some hot chocolate, and in the middle of this cafe was a huge circle of chairs, just like this.
We did
Imagine this
around
big
again.
round circle of
Yeah.
all chairs. And then suddenly, as I was drinking the hot chocolate, all of these sisters who taught at my school,
Yeah.
they came down the stairs like this.
Ooh, let the roller coaster down.
Yeah. And then they sat in the chairs.
Yeah.
And then when I looked over, I said suddenly, "Oh, I'm going to be one of them. I'm going to be like them when I grow up." And I knew right away that I am going to be like these sisters who were, in my mind, they were women who gave service to the world. They just gifted the world with their goodness, and they loved the divine. They loved God.
That's a transcendental moment
Yeah,
you had.
it was like
Just
that.
on a ferry.
Yes, it-
Waiting for your hot
So
chocolate.
you never know.
You're minding your own business.
Exactly.
You just hit with a blast of fate. You did.
Exactly. And you never know.
You
It was like
couldn't
a
help it.
lightning. It was like a lightning
Chapow.
bolt. Pshoo.
Yeah.
And that was it. And it directed my whole life.
That's kind of cool.
Isn't it?
And you're so little. You're just 7.
Yeah.
Minding your own beeswax. And then you had that hot chocolate and you're thinking,
I was thinking, wow.
yeah,
Wow.
my fate is sealed.
My fate is sealed. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
And then you just worked on that.
Yeah, I kind of
Yeah.
I did work on that, but of course, you have to go through a lot of loops after you're 7 years old. You have to
Yeah.
go through a lot of loops between 7 and 26, because when I became a sister for real, I was 26. So between 7 and 26, I did a lot of different things, and I was contemplating, wow, how can I do this? What if, not being married in this lifetime and not
Yeah.
having children, and wow,
Right.
do I really want to do this? And so it was a lot of struggle. Even though I had that lightning bolt in the beginning,
Yeah.
you still have to work through it.
You think, I don't really maybe want that.
Yeah,
But then you decided, yeah,
yeah.
It was worth it.
Because when you have a lightning bolt like that in your life,
Yeah.
you cannot do otherwise, because you would be going against a certain I don't know what you would call
You're
it,
making
baby
a
Carl.
shape.
Like this, I'm kind of trying
Yeah.
to feel it. You'd be going against a certain invitation, let's say.
You'd
But
be
it's
denying.
like a divine invitation.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
You gotta run. It might be scary, but you gotta go right to
You
it.
got to go to it.
Even though you're scared.
Yeah, absolutely.
Were you scared?
No, I wasn't really scared.
Yeah, maybe you knew it'd be okay.
Yeah, that would be okay.
Yeah.
But you have to work things out in life. So if you ever have a moment in your own life, you know, I'm sure many, many people have these moments, and you
Yeah.
might have one
Yeah.
where you have to make a decision. And these kind of decisions require a lot of, letting go and trust.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you were a little girl, am I trying to get at your emotional state? When you were a little girl, when you were 7, and you had this realization, how did you feel? Inside,
I felt very happy.
Oh.
Yeah, I felt very joyful.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
I did.
I know what I'm gonna do now.
Yeah.
Everybody
yeah.
else
in a
is
certain
saying,
way, it was very joyful.
yeah.
And it was
good.
exciting, and it was a sense like, oh, I'm gonna like serve the world.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give my life in service
Now you're making the world a better place.
and do that. Yes, I'd like to do that. That's what I was thinking when I was 7. I'd like to do it like these women that I'm looking at in the circle of chairs.
Yeah.
They're making the world a better place. And I'd like to be like them. And not only that, but it was related to something mysterious that we could call God or the divine, or
Yeah.
words that, we're not used to talking about. Like there's something
That's why Baby
bigger.
Taro here. You
Yeah.
can talk about it with Baby Taro.
Oh, I can?
Yeah.
Good.
I invite all kinds of ideas.
Yeah. Yeah. So it was this idea of, well, there's some sense of something bigger, something vast, something big, something mysterious, and some people call it God or love. And so, like, something of giving over to that love and letting love direct. Letting love direct the show. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Through me and through you and through whoever it is. Let love direct the show. So some sense of, like even in our time, in this time that we were talking about apocalypse, there's some kind of other dimension that we can rely on as well, or listen to.
Yeah.
Remember, we talked about coming to a place like this to listen, to log off,
Yeah.
to stop all the noise. Because we're
Right.
in a very noisy world, aren't we?
Yeah, and sometimes Baby Taro does some of that noise. Mine doesn't stop talking sometimes. Mine isn't so excited, though. Mine isn't excited about ideas.
Yeah, you do.
I can't help it.
And that's wonderful, too.
Yeah.
We need to have both.
Yeah, but sometimes you try to be quiet and reflect.
Yeah, absolutely.
See, am I paying attention?
You were paying attention.
Yeah, ruminate.
We were talking about that before, weren't we?
Yeah, we were when you showed me around the grounds. Let's roll the tape.
Want to see something else? We want to show you a special meditation walk. It's called a labyrinth.
Oh, my like
And
labyrinth.
It's a walk that's a circular walk, and you're walking. It's very ancient, meaning it was created many, many centuries ago.
Ooh, yeah. I'm gonna race you.
It has a entryway over there at the beginning, and you go inside, and it seems like a maze, like you'll never get out.
I
because
think it's amazing.
It's amazing, isn't it? And it's the journey that starts here. And if you have a question, like, or a problem, or you need some kind of solution, you could actually begin over here and hold it in your heart and walk to the center. And at the center, there's a heart. And you get to the center and you just kind of sit quiet, and maybe an answer will come. And then you hold that answer in your heart, and then you take the walk back out, and you come back out into the world again with the answer. Sometimes that happens.
That sounds good. That doesn't sound like a guarantee, but it sounds like a maybe.
Yeah, it's a maybe. But interesting things happen on this walk. It's a very ancient structure that people have walked for for thousands and thousands of years. It's a special image. How does that look to you with all these rocks that delineate the pathways?
Ooh, delineate, using big words.
Like that word?
Yeah, I think it looks like a mushroom.
Ah, that's true. It could.
Yeah, like a toadstool.
You take a walk in there. Just
Yeah,
take a
mine
little
didn't go.
walk. Go
Mine
ahead.
didn't.
Let's
Mine only got little baby legs, so mine can only take a baby walk.
This may take a long
Yeah.
time, baby Carl.
It's hard for me. It's hard for me to concentrate on my thinking.
To be able to do the whole walk, 'cause it may take all day.
Mine didn't run it.
Okay.
I'm not thinking very much. Mine just running. Mine to hold it in my heart. But mine just thinking. I'm doing a podcast and running around a labyrinth in Vermont. Life is good. Yeah, my little baby self. Mine did it at high speed. Mine did it at best time. What's your time on the quarter mile, Bill? I still got questions, Bill. I like it. Numb-Nimes might think mine was just here. But then am going back? Mine on a big mushroom, Bill. My daddy do it. Oh, am I almost there? Look at that. Look at that. Oh no, am I not almost there? Oh my goodness. Good Lord. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh, did. Oh, baby child, almost fell. Now am I looking at the heart? I know what it said. I said, love your family. Now I come back.
Yeah, come back.
I did. Mine was so spontaneous, it was. Oh man, all the way over here. I already had my answer, but I gotta go. Oh, good Lord. This podcast's gonna be an hour, Bill. Listen to the baby steps. Oh, you think you're done, but you're not done. No. Oh, they make you work, Bill. You want enlightenment, it takes time and effort, Bill. Oh my goodness. Why am I the only one doing? But oh, here it comes. Here it comes. Now how did I do that? I did it.
Oh, woohoo!
I got high five from Sister Dale.
Oh, baby Carl, that's fantastic.
I'm exhausted.
Okay, come on, it's time for your nap now.
No nap. Bill did on Yahoo. He tired of baby Taro talking all the time. But that's okay.
That was fantastic.
Yeah. Thanks, my need.
Amazing.
I had a hard time. When did you start doing this, Sister Dale? This whole Green Mountain thing.
Oh, about 17 years ago.
That's a long time.
That's
for
a long
baby.
time. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What made you want to do it?
Well, many years ago, I met a friend, and his name was Thomas Berry, and he was a historian. He loved history.
Ooh,
yeah,
yeah.
and he wrote many books, and one of his books was called "The Dream of the Earth." And also, he wrote a book called The Universe Story. And in those two books, he was inviting us as humans to understand our story. And you must like stories because you're a baby.
I love story time.
Yeah. And he did a whole big story in the book, The Universe Story. It would be like many, many stories for you. It would take you a long time for have somebody read to you this book.
I don't mind. If
Yeah.
it's a good book, I don't
It's
mind.
a very good book, and it starts with the Big Bang, which
How scary.
which was
You're even doing scary with your voice. You didn't realize maybe, but you do.
the Big Bang.
Yeah. What is that?
Well, we could call it let's call it the flaring forth or the beginning of time. the beginning of the universe. Doesn't that sound exciting?
Yeah, like when it all started.
When it all started.
Yeah.
So he begins the story at the beginning when it all started.
Why not?
Right? Why
Why
not?
did it start at the end?
Yeah, sometimes people
Yeah.
begin in the middle.
It's not a Marvel movie.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah. So he tells the story of the universe from the beginning. And I showed you those windows that we have here that show the story of the universe from the very, very beginning when the elements came together, hydrogen and helium, and then they gave birth to the galaxies and stars. And after billions of years, finally life on Earth emerges and on and on. And we're part of that whole journey.
Yeah, I like journeys. I took a journey to come here.
You did?
Yeah. So what are we going to do? So without an Earth, without a planet, without a universe, what are we going to do with it?
That's a good question.
Use it up?
And I think that's why you're here, isn't it? To ask some big questions and to really ponder.
That seems like a big question.
That is a huge question.
Do you know the answer?
Well, let's think about it together. Why would we be here? And what is our contribution? What can we do now when we're faced with so much? I'm sure you've heard of the many things we're faced with at this time.
Yeah, troubling times sometimes.
Very troubling times. And yet at the same time, if you learn the story of the universe, you will know, well, this is like later chapters, you know,
Yeah.
the beginning chapters, I'm just telling you,
Yeah.
oh, the universe comes into existence.
The preface.
Yeah, and then we have the formation of stars and galaxies.
Early chapters.
And then we have, after billions of years, suddenly Earth comes into the picture.
Yeah.
But what you will learn later on in the middle of the story is that the universe
Spoiler alert.
and the Earth have gone through crises. There have been 6 major big moments in Earth's history of crises, and the planet has made it through.
Yeah, we're living.
Right?
We're loving it.
Yeah, and so
Is
we
Earth
could
okay?
maybe we could have some kind of confidence in the bigger picture.
Oh,
Right?
things might not be so good right now for the planet, but if you do for the whole world, am I doing a whole big
Exactly.
thing? Am I doing a rainbow thing? Maybe if you think the whole thing, maybe it's gonna be okay.
So let's go up and visit the gravesite of Thomas Berry.
That sounds kind of scary. I don't know. A gravesite?
Well, Thomas Berry was our friend, and he began this place with us, and he was my teacher. And this man, Thomas Berry, we're at his grave site right now. This is his memorial site.
It's got a big rock.
Yeah, by a big rock. And let's read what's on here.
Okay.
Can you read, baby?
Okay.
Paul?
I might need
You're
some
a
help.
genius child.
Okay.
Can you read?
Thomas Berry, CP. Okay. The entire universe participates in and manifests the divine more than any single being whatsoever. Sir Thomas Aquinas. So maybe that was a thing that Thomas Berry liked?
Yeah, that was a saying Thomas Berry very much liked. He used to quote that all the time. And Thomas Berry would say that the human, meaning us, and the earth have to go into the future together as a single sacred community, or we'll both perish on the way. Now that's kind of apocalyptic.
That sounds pretty heavy.
But the first part is the directive, isn't it? Which is very positive. That we have to go together into the future as
Then
a
you gotta-
single community, right? Not separate, not our separate
No,
ways.
not just Sister Gail.
And it's not just ourselves with the humans. We have to go forward with Earth, the Earth community.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aren't you cold? You don't even have a hat.
I know. I'm really getting cold. You want to go in?
Yeah, we can do that, but tell me about the view. Tell me what we see.
Oh, so Thomas Berry's buried in a meadow, and we're in this big meadow here with a pond. We're looking at a pond a little bit down below. And the important thing about Thomas Berry is that when he was a boy, he had an experience in a meadow, and he was a boy like you, actually.
The baby Taro?
Baby Thomas.
Baby Thomas.
And baby Thomas came into he was playing around, and he came into a big meadow, and then he heard the birds, and he saw all the flowers, and he said that he was going to dedicate his life to the protection of the meadow.
That's really nice.
Isn't that beautiful? And he said later in his life, he said, oh, the meadow meant the earth community for him. It wasn't just one meadow, but it meant all the earth community.
Yeah.
And he said that a good education would learn from the meadow, and a good religion would celebrate the meadow, and a good economics would know how to take from the meadow and then give back to the meadow, and a good jurisprudence or justice would know how to protect the meadow.
That's a smart guy.
Very smart guy.
Yeah, but a loving guy, too.
Very loving. Yeah, very loving. Very caring for the whole community of life.
What kind of trees are these?
Oh, these are crabapple trees.
Because he was kind of crabby.
No, he wasn't really crabby at all.
Okay, but you just
But
like
we
crab
just got
apples?
these crabapple trees. Yeah.
Okay, he probably doesn't mind.
No, he doesn't mind.
Yeah.
And oftentimes the wild turkeys are all up here keeping him company.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, they like to roost over here right on his gravesite.
So they like to eat the crab apples, maybe?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're hanging out. He
they
probably
hang
likes
out here.
that.
Yeah, very much. He has some company.
That's good.
Yeah.
We're going to walk back to the house.
Yeah, let's go
Okay.
back because it's really cold here.
Welcome
You
to
have a good
Vermont,
hat on there.
lady.
You have a great hat on that head of yours.
Yeah, my dad would protect my baby head.
Good idea.
Bill makes me wear it, right, Bill? Bill makes me wear the hat. He just chuckling.
Bill has
Look
a-
at his
Bill has
rosy
a nice
cheek.
hat on, too.
Don't you just want to squeeze his rosy cheeks? Look how cute they are. It sure is peaceful here, Sister Dale.
Yeah, and this is a place where people come to reflect. Many people come here because there's not that many places in our world where you can come to and reflect, and also reflect with other people, because we can
Right.
help people reflect, and we can listen to people and reflect back to them.
Yeah.
And we can talk about more, as you said before, transcendental things. We can talk about the mystery, things that are more of the mystery of God here, of the divine. We can we can go into those places that you don't hear much about them. Even on podcasts, you don't often hear too much about that.
Yeah,
That
but I don't know.
dimension.
Yeah,
Right?
sorry, I stepped on you. Go ahead.
No, I was just thinking about that. Like, oh, Baby Carl's doing the Baby Carl podcast, and
Yeah.
I wonder if Baby Carl talks about these this other dimension of God, or even we have an outer dimension. We do things in the world like
Yeah.
action and service, but we also have an inside, right? We have
Right.
an interior dimension to ourselves, but sometimes we don't hear much about that.
No. Sometimes people don't want to talk about it. They want to talk about other stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe a lot of people don't even know there is something called an interior.
Yeah. Sometimes I have an interior monologue.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
like when I sit in my car seat. So people come here and they reflect. My did a sense, Sister Gail, that you don't let people off easy so much. Sometimes you want to challenge them a little bit, but in a kind way. That you want to ask them questions that make them think.
yes.
That you
yes.
don't want, that it's okay to come and think, but if it's not directed, if you don't really know what you're thinking about, Sister Dale gonna step in and bring the hammer down a little bit. Just a little bit. It's a nice fuzzy hammer, but it's a little bit of a hammer. Do you know what I'm saying, Sister
Yeah,
Dale?
yeah, that's a good way of
Can
saying
you
it.
relate?
I do. That's a good way of saying it.
Yeah.
Because it's really wonderful when we can have somebody else outside of ourselves reflect back certain things and also call us forward. And that's what we try to do here too. Like as we listen, if somebody wants us to give some feedback or to maybe invite them into a new place within themselves or a new possibility, if they want that, we can offer that. We can work with them and it's a little bit like spiritual coaching, you could say.
Yeah,
Right?
this is not a vacation, pal. You got to do some work.
You got to do some work.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
good work.
And
but
it's good work.
Work.
Yeah, it's good work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did some work earlier when I was meditating.
Do you know what a yurt is?
Yeah, I saw yurt the other day.
Yeah, there's a yurt down there, and that's where we have our meditation, which means we sit on these cushions, and we close our eyes and we take a few breaths and we just get quiet. Do you ever do that, baby Carl?
Sometimes when Bill make me.
Oh,
But it's nice. It's
If
nice.
you joined us when we have the little children here, we
Woohoo.
teach the little children how to meditate.
My love little children.
I could tell you how we do it.
How do you do it?
Well, the little children all sit around and we give each of the children 5 sticks. And we say to them, close your eyes and we're going to take 5 breaths. And every time you take a breath, put one of the sticks that you have in your hand down. So let's go. So you want to do it?
Yeah.
I'll give you 5 sticks
Yeah.
right now. Okay, here's some sticks. Oh, get 1, 2. Can you count, baby Carl?
Yeah. You did well. You
Count
helped.
this one.
There's 3.
Okay, count this one.
And that 4. I heard the little click.
Yeah, and then one more.
Ooh, that was good.
Okay, now you hold
Snappy.
these in your hand.
Okay.
Okay. And
Now I'm gonna breathe.
yeah, so close your eyes.
Okay.
Okay. Now, every time you take a breath, you put 1 stick in my hand. Ready? Go slow. Okay. ready?
Starting now.
Starting now. Take a deep breath.
It didn't matter if I'm too fast.
Try to go slower.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, mine exhausted. Mine just did labyrinth.
I know.
The
That's
labyrinth.
right.
This is like an obstacles course.
You need to just.
Yeah, this is exhausting. This retreat. I'm gonna need a retreat after my
I think
retreat.
you will.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna take a few breaths. Ready?
Okay.
Okay. Take breath 1. Okay. Breath 2. Good. Now take breath 3 and put the stick in my hand. And breath 4.
Ooh, what was that? Something did
bird.
skitter.
That bird.
Ooh, that's a
Oh,
pretty
look
one.
at that.
There's a
Look at the
woodpecker.
woodpecker.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, 2 more breaths. Go ahead. Ah, and then one more, baby Carl.
Must settle down.
Yeah, you're settling down beautifully. One more. Beautiful.
My down at 5.
You counted 5, and I have 5 sticks in my hand. That's
Yeah, it's like
lovely.
magic.
You did a beautiful meditation.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
Mine was just breathing.
Yeah, beautiful. And it settled you down.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes when you get all worked up,
Yeah, I do.
yeah, I know you do. And all you need to do is think of the sticks and think of 5 breaths with the sticks, and maybe even 1 sometimes or 2, and that'll help settle you.
Take a couple sticks.
Yeah,
That's all you need.
yeah. I'm going to give you these sticks to
All
take,
right.
take
Why
home
not a
with you
souvenir? Yeah.
from the apple tree. If you come here, you could do 2 kinds of work. You could help us put all the compost on the garden beds, for
Yeah,
example.
I know all about compost. That's a circle of life. Yeah.
Yeah, this
Yeah, because the worms eat it.
exactly.
And then you're gonna grow things, and then you're gonna eat that.
yeah.
And then a long time from now, you're gonna be compost.
Oh, that's so good, baby Carl.
Yeah.
You've got the whole cycle down.
But that's okay.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about it. It's gonna happen. You know it's gonna happen. So you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just part of the natural cycle.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. And in the natural cycle, things just give themselves for everything else. You see that. When we put the compost, we put our scraps, our kitchen scraps into the compost
Yeah.
pile, and then that breaks down and it becomes the compost, and then we put them on the garden beds, and then we grow food, and then we give food to our guests, and it keeps going round and round.
Yeah.
And then baby Carl, I don't know if you ever saw, we have a worm box.
Ooh, you're
Yeah.
gonna show me a worm box?
And well, we don't have it active right now.
Okay, they're sleeping.
Because, they're sleeping. And what we do in the worm box is we take newspaper, right?
Yeah.
And we tear up the newspaper and put it in the worm box
Yeah.
along with some soil. And the worms eat the newspaper and make the compost, right?
Do they
But-
read the
but
newspaper?
no, what they do is they eat up all the bad news and they transform it into something that is life-giving for our world, right?
makes me
so
happy.
the worms are the greatest revolutionaries, aren't they?
Yeah.
You
this
should feature them in your apocalypse apocalypse podcast.
Yeah, the worm's gonna eat up the bad stuff, and they poop out the good.
Yeah, and I think with your podcast, you're trying to find people who are like these worms that are taking all like the bad news of the world, which we are faced with so much bad news, which is true.
Yeah.
And all these people that you're interviewing are people who take the bad news and they're like worms. They digest it. They don't deny it.
Yeah.
They digest it. They eat it. They work with it. And then they bring forth out of that bad news, that apocalyptic material, something that will serve the world for the better and serve the children of the world like you.
Yeah.
Right?
You seem you're making a very impassioned face.
Yeah, because this is a universe in which,
It's a
which
circle.
things eat other things, right?
Yeah.
And when we eat something, it becomes an intimacy, isn't it?
Yeah.
If we eat that apple, it becomes an intimacy because it becomes part of us. And the apple becomes part of us, and we part of the apple.
Ooh, I never thought about it like that.
And if you have an interview with someone like this, I become part of you, and you become part of me. And also,
blowing my
and the
mind.
people who are listening to us become part of our shared conversation, and we become
Yeah.
part of them. So we're in an intimate universe. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Intimate meaning close. Intimate
Yeah.
meaning
Like family.
Yeah, like family. That's a
Like
beautiful way to
friends.
say it. Friendship,
Yeah.
family.
That'd
Yeah.
be
And also
nice.
we could feel, because of our intimacy, we could feel that in a certain way when we get into these apocalyptic moments, particularly alone, because many of us feel alone at times. I don't
Yeah.
know if you do, baby Carl, but
No,
many
times.
of us feel alone, and there could be depression, and there could be just feeling left out, and
We don't
not,
want that.
Not nowhere to go. And in this universe, there's no aloneness because we're so intimately connected.
Yeah. We got to take care of each other.
We have to take care of each other.
Or else
Yeah.
there's be bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's a gift we can bring to each other. We
That's
really-
free.
Yeah.
You just give.
Exactly.
You just be nice. It feels good.
Yeah. But for the people, for the people who are in the happy apocalypse and they want to find out, wow, how can I serve? How can I
Yeah.
take care of the planet? And how can I contribute to the goodness of what wants to come forward? They'd have to listen to their hearts. Just listen to your heart.
Find
right?
your own truth.
Yeah, and find their own truth.
Maybe meditate. Baby Taro meditated
I know.
a little bit.
You did a little bit.
Yeah, with the sticks.
Yeah.
And I
with
did
the sticks.
breathing exercise.
Yeah.
It might calm down.
You were very calm after
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
I felt ready to be inspired,
Yeah. Yeah.
which is good.
I think that was very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say, unless you got anything else to say, Sister
Well,
Dale.
yeah. Thank you, baby Carl. And yeah, I hope you can come back again when you're older and you'll be our brother Carl.
Oh, that'd be good.
Yeah, because we're sisters and brothers in this beautiful planet. We're together in it.
Yeah, thanks,
Thank
Sister
you so
Gail.
much. Yeah.
We'll talk again sometime.
We'll talk again. Okay, bye now.
Bye. You gonna buckle me in, Bill?
Buckle you in. I got a long drive home.
I had a good time with Sister Dale, Bill. She's really nice. She got a nice place here, Green Mountain Monastery.
It's a beautiful place of quiet and meditation and friendship with Sister Ami and
with the planet.
the whole planet and all the birds, and the plants and the planet. So I wanted to say something. We're leaving Vermont now, baby Carl, and it's been great. And if I had 3 words to sum up what we did, we talked to people and they told us about education, rumination, and meditation.
You got a nation.
Yeah, like
You
you
got
did.
Asians.
So
The meditation, rumination, and sensation.
education.
Education.
Yeah.
Might as well choose education. Rumination, education, meditation. Might have did it. Might have write it
It's
down.
late in the day. I think you need a nap, so it's perfect time to go.
No, it's taking me a nap now, but I won't sleep all night. But you gotta keep me up, Bill. On the way home, we gotta play games.
I'll play a game with you. Yeah.
Let's play the alphabet game and find letters on the billboards. A. Baby Toast, see an A.
There are no billboards in Vermont.
Is that true?
That's true. That's true.
That's a state thing. That's a state motto. No billboards. They should put that on a billboard.
No snacks in Bill's car, no billboards in Vermont.
No snacks. Come on, Bill. Is that really true? No billboards?
How many times do I have to say it?
Thanks, Bill.
You're welcome, baby Carl. Thank you. And we'll see you next time. We'll do this again, I hope.
Yeah, that'd be fun. This is the story of Sister Dale's Happy Apocalypse. When Sister Dale was just a little girl, she saw a circle of nuns and said, "That's gonna be me one day." So she taught her agitation, that's learning. She did some rumination, that's thinking. And then she did some meditation, that's sort of like not thinking, if you can imagine that. And now she is, she's a sister at the Dream Mountain Monastery. She spreads the love for the planet. Do you spread love for the planet? I think we all should. Here we go. Grab a partner. My love, my planet, oh, that's my due. My love, my planet, now how about you? Woo! Look at my dancing baby legs. I love my planet, oh yes, my do. I play silly songs now, how about you? Do you play silly songs? My lad too. Toot toot, toot toot. Baby Tarl's Happy Apocalypse podcast was created and produced by Doyle Dean and Bill Vitek. All songs composed and performed by Doyle and Bill and Baby Tara. Support was provided by the New Perennials Project at Middlebury College. You can learn more at newperennials.org. Thanks again for listening to Baby Tarl's Happy Apocalypse podcast. My love, Lou. Baby Tarl, say bye. Bye.